Hello, welcome back. Last time I did jigsaw puzzles for a while, and then tried this, and really got not much of anywhere with it. I'm having a really weird day right now, and I don't feel like I'm going to be in a very good state of mind for this. This is a pretty hard and very confusing puzzle.
I'm not
So I feel like I'd really rather go somewhere else today. I guess I could just not record one of these today, but I don't know. Is this worth doing? Yeah, this is really hard to understand. It's very complicated, and I don't see at all what I have to... I remember having looked at this part of the puzzle and not having the slightest bit of understanding for it. I'm gonna just peek around and see if there's something else I could do that would be a little more appropriate for where I am right now. I could try this. This is also pretty hard. I guess I could try this, but that's just... ugh. That didn't make any sense last time I looked at it. I guess I've never tried Torpedo Boat, so you know what? That's the last puzzle I haven't even attempted. Let's try it, I guess.
This isn't good. We both start out trapped.
No, I think I can get out. I'll just push this thing out of the way.
Hey, wait! You'll drop those bombs on me!
Don't worry, you're inside a tank.
Yes, but the roof is full of holes. Look!
So I opened this and looked at it once, but didn't really get what was going on. So those are normal weight. If I do this...
Guppy, I told you not to drop those bombs on me.
Alright, so are you trapped proper? If you go over there, that happens. And then you can hide there.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
Alright, so she has to just continue over this way. He dodges.
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
But I need to get out.
Great. What mess. How am I going to get out now?
What mess? Okay, yeah, that built a little tank. That's kind of funny. Alright, so he cannot really get out... Well, is that true? So he needs some assistance, certainly. 3 starfish. That is definitely a mess. I'll agree with him on that. Yeah, there's nowhere... I mean, I can do this, but so what? Okay, so... This is going to be about managing that to not have him get so stuck.
You know, I've decided I don't really need to get those starfish, Guppy. I'll be happy if you can just get me out of here.
Right. Okay, so... What options do I really have? I can push this slightly less far than I did. If that were important for something. I could move that around if I wanted, for whatever reason. What's the result that I want? So she's gonna have to lift this, then he pushes it to the right, and that's how he gets out. But that means this can't be in the way, and that's gonna be in the way. Is it? Can I can't go up any higher. So that's going to be there no matter what I do, and that's not enough space for Guppy to do... Well, okay, so she could push that to the left. Well, why would I do that? So what can I affect here? What are my controls? Not much. Like, I could do this, but
Well.
that doesn't really help. Now, wait a second.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
That falls there. I'm gonna have to elevate that, and also this... Wait, what? Are you telling me I have to build a structure? Oh yeah, I see how I would do this. So I'd take this big thing, tank barrel or whatever, put it here, stack up the bombs on top of it in this spot and this spot, have Guppy in here, Flounder lifts both of those things at once, she grabs the 2 starfish. For this one... It feels like for that one, I would just need to push this in here, push this down there, push that there. Let me test that before I go too much further. Because that's an isolated bit of the puzzle I can just understand on its own.
Great. What mess. How am I going to get out now?
That feels like a case where the actor was reading the line a little bit too literally. Obviously that was supposed to say, what a mess.
Yes!
Okay, well that's trivial. I can't actually take that out with me because Flounder's stuck. So that's no problem.
It's a bit crowded in here.
What's supposed to be the problem with that? Is it that... Well, I can do this anytime. Is it that I need this somewhere else? Let's count some stuff. So if for my plan of having this down here, Flounder boosting both of those up, that's going to be down in this row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have one tile of wiggle room. How am I going to... Okay, so it will rest here while I manipulate the bombs, get them all into position. But if it's resting there... Okay, so Guppy can fit in here, lift that up to let Flounder get under, because I need both fish to move the bombs on top of that.
Tough puzzle, huh?
I don't know yet. Can't say for sure. So bombs... So if it's going to be here, then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 5 here, 7 here. Those are odd numbers, and these are even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I needed 5 and 7, so I need at least one more thingy. I don't think this is retrievable. That seems like a problem. This is kind of in the way. Well, okay, this could be part of the structure. Yeah, I have one tile of wiggle room. I can put that left one. So it's over here. I have this on top, so that makes 3. And then bomb goes... Wait. This is going to be hard to do. Okay, so that makes 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that uses up 2 bombs. Then I'd put 3 over here. I don't know yet. Shush. It's certainly not trivial. Okay, but all of that doesn't matter too much. My first task is just to get... Oh. So that plan hinges on being able to get these bombs. Right now they're just kind of falling in here uselessly. Flounder can't do much to help his situation. That's the minimum amount that I can move anything. He can't catch the bombs. Or can he? Okay, so does this... Would there be some use somehow in doing
Well,
this?
I'm glad it didn't explode.
I don't see what or how. I need her out here before that can affect anything. So she could just leave now. Flounder can't do much at this point, really.
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
Can't
But I
really.
need to get out.
Like, yeah, nothing Guppy does matters. Like, just might as well go straight to the right.
What mess. How am I going to get out now?
Don't know for sure. Yeah, there's very little I can do to affect where these fall, and this is already irretrievable. The rest of them might be... I might be able to get them back. So I'm going to have to do this. So hang on, this was 3... So I come up 1 short. That's why I need this object over here. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I can bring it over here, put it in here. Right. So what I was saying is this is... So this thing goes here in this row, then boosts up 1. So it's from here to here. And I have this object. 1, 2, 3. And it fits in here. There's a notch here specifically for that. Then I have 2 bombs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so let's say it's these 2. Then I have this bomb, and this thing to work with. So that has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to boost that. Yep. Okay. That fits. I will need this. I could use... Actually, maybe I don't need this. Couldn't this go here and then boost up the bombs? And then I'll get it back later to put in there to do this stuff? Maybe. Okay. So I have that part of the puzzle kind of planned out. Okay, so I can do some possibly useful stuff with that. Okay, so getting this out means Guppy has to swim in here and get under that and push it to the... And that's... Is that possible? Yeah, theoretically. If this can move 2 to the right, she gets in there, pushes that to the left, gets it out of the way. Push that back to the left one more, get under and boost that up, maybe. Have to deal with these first. And Flounder's in the way for that. I gotta get him out. Okay, so I don't think this situation is a good one, having that down there. I think I wanted that up here somehow? Is there a way I can do that? Okay, so let's say this goes on the ground, that goes on top of that. These 3 need to end up on here somehow. That's impossible. Is it? Maybe it's not.
It's a bit...
Yeah, that's probably fine. So I want to drop that.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
You need to dodge somehow. Okay, so that's... Maybe this is okay. So you'll dodge over... it's iffy. So you dodge that.
Now that was too close.
No, this
Stop
doesn't work
dropping
because
bombs on
now
me.
he can't push this to the
But
right.
I need to get out.
Okay, so this is no good. Because sure, that puts those 2 up there, but my whole plan hinged on him, Flounder being able to push this to the right one more so that this would stack on top
Great.
of it.
What mess. How am I going to get out now?
So, okay. I can't just leave him there because this kills him.
I hate being killed by falling bombs.
I don't think anybody likes that.
Oh
Whoops.
no!
There's no other place he can really hide. Yeah, not... Well, no, hang on. Is that true? Well, okay, but this is what I did before, because...
Now that was too close.
I don't want that
Stop
there.
dropping bombs on me.
But I need to get out.
I can't avoid... anything, seemingly. Is there some trickery I can do with, like, there's 2 in a row here. What does that... Could that mean something? I can't push horizontally like that. I don't think it does. Yeah, I want you to be down 1 and able to push that to the right, but there's no... Oh, and now you're holding that up. I don't have it on... So I don't like anything about what happens there. My options are kind of severely limited. I have to get him out from under this before I drop the first bomb. Pushing this far to the right means that one's going to fall in here, which is not what I want. Probably. You know, I'm not sure about that. Maybe this could work. Because...
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
Why was this going to be so bad? Because Flounder has to get out, and this creates an impenetrable barrier, unless I shove that down onto the floor, and then I don't have enough to stack up here. That's the problem. So why don't I first, rather than try to come up with a perfect thing to do to get all starfish immediately, let me just understand what it would take to get Flounder out of there before I get too fancy. I need you
Flounder!
to... Oh, shoot. Okay, well, he's just gonna die if he moves. So if I do this... Alright, so he's a little safe. Well, no, he's actually not any safer. This is still just as much of a problem as it was before. She can't get in there and affect anything. Hoi. So... Huh. What are my options here? That's the minimum.
Well,
if I do the minimum,
glad it didn't explode.
then he's just there with Nope, that's not what I want. So
well,
it doesn't explode.
Glad it didn't explode.
So you... Why can't you hide there? You can hide there, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
But that doesn't make a
But I need to get out.
difference, does it? Not quite.
Great. What mess. How am I going to get out now?
So there's very little I can really do with that thing. It's kind of trapped now. Okay. Again, let's sacrifice all bombs, just focus entirely on getting Flounder out, but no, this is just getting worse and worse. Like, I don't want to pack things down there. Letting this fall here was probably a mistake. Probably. Yeah, because there's just too much stuff packed in there. There's no way he can fit out there. So for him to slip out there... Alright, so I can...
I've decided I don't really need to get those starfish, Guppy.
That means this has to be all the... So this thing's never getting off the floor. This has to be one to the left of where it is now, and I need clear space everywhere else. That sounds pretty impossible. So can I... What can I? So if I drop that... He has nowhere to go, again. So you're gonna go there.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
And then... Just nothing. There's nothing he can do.
Great. What mess. How am I going to get out now?
At least I can move this bomb, but so what? Flounder's dead also because
Not
of that.
again.
Can Guppy affect anything? Wait, yes, absolutely. She can do this. Okay, so he's not dead anymore. I saved his life temporarily. If I can get her up under... I can't, though. There's just one... I'm one short of the space to get her up under this to push that to the left. And in there, so he could maybe get somewhere. If this bomb is already down here... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just the number of columns left of this that could be free for him. So yeah, he could get out with this configuration if nothing else is pushed into that space. So that can't be pushed left. Everything's just so in the way here. How do I even begin to move stuff out of the way? That doesn't really help, does it? I don't see how it would. Yes, I can get her in there now, a little bit, but not much. There's nowhere to go. I have to drop the bombs differently, but I don't see a way to do it. Like, I can't let that fall there. But without pushing that far to the right, he ends up here and can't make this float the same way. Well, what if I make it float a different way?
I'm glad it didn't explode.
Well, I can't get in there, and I can't get... Ouch! Alright, stupid idea. What if I let it fall on the floor there?
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
That seems bad. But is it actually?
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
But I need to get out.
1, 2, 3 columns. Impossible. Alright, so there's no way he's getting out now. Yeah, I can't. I can only have one bomb in that space. Okay. So understanding that constraint, I just don't get what else. How do I drop something here without it killing him? Alright, what are the ways I can drop something here without killing him? I can either move him, so he has to come out from under that, no matter what. Like, that has to happen. Either that way or this way. This leaves the most options open, including this one. But if I push this one more to the right, this bomb falls in that notch and that's bad. This one's going to be in the way no matter what, it seems. I don't have any pushing tools for pushing this to the left, yet. So really my options here are extremely limited.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
Which of these is the least bad? And moving out of here, this is, again, a ratchet to move him to the right. I tried this already. That ends with... Well, no, it doesn't.
That was too close.
End
Stop
with
dropping
this on the
bombs
ground. It ends with it on...
But I need to get out.
Flounder's back. So I can't push that left. That's just not an option. Can I shove this left and then... No, I cannot.
I should have seen
also that kills him. What? Ah.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
This is going to be a day when I get nothing done, isn't it? So I don't really want this to happen, because already I have only 3 columns left for potential flounder movement. Am I evaluating that correctly? That I absolutely have to have 3 too-tall columns anywhere down in this... Whoops. Whoa. Holding the mouse as if I can drag out a box here. In this region. Like from this grid cell to this grid cell. There have to be 3 too-tall columns... no, 4 too-tall columns. Because everything has to be shoved to the left. Flounder has to get to here. Occupy this space. Go down at least 1. The at least 1 part isn't too relevant because that's the only not too tall part and it's on the left side of something. So he has to go over here. Everything's shoved to the left. He goes down and that's how he gets out. That seems to be the only possibility because there's no way he can fit through any other space. It has to be down and right out the front. That's the only way he's going anywhere. So this is already a failure state. Yeah, I agree with you now. This is already a failure state. And I have to drop the bombs before doing anything else. That's the first action that's taken.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
I just keep looking for ways Guppy can affect something else other than just going straight to the right and dropping stuff as prescribed.
I hate... Not again.
And that happens. There's nothing I can do about it. So, tell me one more time why this specific pattern was unworkable.
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
It's unworkable because
But
this
I
bomb
need to get out.
ends up down there. So that's the problem with that.
Great. What mess. How am I going to get out now?
Oh! Oh, that's a failure state piece of dialogue. He's telling me I've messed up, so there's no way for him to get out. Okay, so I need to make him not say that somehow. So if I've done that, he's still going to say it, right?
Now that was too close. Stop dropping bombs on me.
But I need to get...
So this is wrong.
Great. What mess.
It seems like he says that no matter what once I get that far.
Bombs away!
That's different.
Great. What mess.
How am I going to get out now? Can't get out now? Huh. So I'm missing something. If that is indeed him saying that means I've failed the puzzle. And I think it does, because I've gone through these constraints pretty thoroughly. There's nowhere he can go if a bomb has landed on this, because it would have to be pushed off to the left for him to get through there, and doing that eliminates too many columns. So it's the very beginning. Like, it's okay. Do I just need to exhaustively try all inputs? Well, it's not that simple. Because there's just something I'm not thinking of in the initial setup. This is all about the initial setup to get him out. So let's exhaust these inputs. He cannot affect anything. He can move this up and down. No matter what, he has to get out from under this because a bomb falling on that is deadly. Can't move it far enough up for that to become false. And there's nothing she could do to affect anything here. Yeah, there's just no way. Okay, so Guppy has no options. Flounder can push this to the right, so I can push it all the way to the right. That seems bad, obviously. It's the only thing I can push to the right. If I could somehow get a bomb on here without him moving out from under that, that sure would be nice. Okay, so other things I can do. This seems profoundly unhelpful. Ouch. For that, among other reasons. That right there seems even worse. Alright, so I have a lot of things I can do to make this worse. So let me just do the opposite of all those things and maybe it'll get better somehow. Hey, wait. Okay, so here's a new option. He stays there.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
And packs this in here, which doesn't help anything at all. That doesn't open up any new options at all. So no, I can't move this left because I need to catch that bomb on it. This is just another one of those situations of many constraints. All of the constraints that I can see evaluating to true makes this impossible. So I'm missing one or misevaluating one. So from here, what can I do? I need to drop this bomb at some point. Hey, look at this.
Guppy.
I can hold on to that bomb and drop that one first. Aha! Found it. Found it. There we go. So there is something Guppy can do. Neat.
Well, I'm glad it didn't explode.
There we go. That's better. Why is that better? There was a reason that was going to be better. I can't have her drop the next one, so that one's going to go down. That opens some option somewhere. Yeah, that totally opens an option of doing... Was it this? I believe it was that. Yes. There we go.
Now that was too close.
There we go.
Stop dropping bombs on me.
But I need to get out.
He didn't say it. He did not say it. He can get out now. Perfect. Puzzle is telling me I've solved it correctly. Yay! Well, that took an entire video to work out. Or what could be if I stopped here, but I'm not quite ready to stop yet. Alright, so he can totally pack that onto there if I wanted to. Do I want to? Maybe. Guppy still can't quite get in here to push that way, but that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, I'll get her under all 3 of those and accomplish nothing. So my plan hinged on rescuing these 3 bombs, getting them out somehow, somewhere.
Great. What mess?
Okay.
How am I going to get
So
out?
confirmed, that is where that fails. Seems to trigger upon this bomb falling onto the floor, which is fair. That's how I fail. Oh, hey, look where he is. I backed up to just the right point. Why is this just the right point? Why do I want to do any of this? Because that gives him another place to hide. Neat. And why is that good? Don't know yet. Great, what mess. I have some other... Well, no, I don't really have any other objects I can use because I have only 1 fish who can push stuff around, so moving... Well, no, there's maybe this. That could be an option. And I can put the rest of this stuff in other places, potentially. Yeah, having him hide there... Oh... Do I need to position this in here so I can push all that to the left? Well, no. Even if I did that, he still couldn't get out anywhere, could he? So don't do that. That's obviously wrong. Don't do that. That's obviously wrong. So what am I missing exactly? If I've done this, great, what mess?
What mess? How am I going to get out now?
I don't know. It's unclear to me. Hang on. When you were lifting that, was there something I could do with it? I can't lift that high enough to actually get it out of anywhere. That sure would be nice. If it were this one, I could. So it was when he was in that specific spot that she was able to sneak in here and do stuff, but there's not much to do here. Don't think it involves these elements. I just want those to stay where they are, as far as I can tell. What if I leave this stacked? Does that help anything? It might. Maybe unstacking it was my mistake. So if you're still stacked up... No, that's still going to make him... Well, that has several problems, doesn't it? Yes, it sure does. He didn't say the thing, but...
Great.
Yeah, it's
what
that
mess?
specific one. Am I accomplishing anything? Don't think so. No. Because I need him already out here to push this around and get that out of the way, so... Okay, so I ran away from a hard puzzle and went to a hard puzzle. Well, I've started this. I did one thing correctly. So I've solved one step of it. Step 2 eludes me for now. Okay, well, that was my break from get the password. It wasn't really any easier. But at least I saw something new, I guess. Wow, so I'm not proud of what I did today. Oh well, that's what happens. Okay, I learned some stuff. I have a save state for the first step having been solved of that. Wow. This game is just too hard sometimes. Okay, see you next time for... If I feel up for it, I'll go back to that, I guess. If not, I keep chipping away at this, or go starfish hunting, or... I don't know. Ah!